Hi, this is Shaman Weaver Sheila Baker. So on one of my videos the other day in Enlightened Spiritual Warriors, I talked about how I got to be here in front of the camera. And that happened because of hi Jennifer, of a near-death experience as a young child, and I began to see things differently. So I also see life differently. And what I mean by that is, hi Anita, I don't experience the need to live by anyone else's rules other than my own. I'm about allowing people to be authentic, to be real, to be who they are, and to bring their authenticity out. Hi Kathleen, nice to see you. So my mission is to help 1,000 spiritual folks get out of their cubbies, bring their gifts out into the world, because it's now that we're needed, it's now that we're necessary, and now's our time. So that's my mission. And when you show up here, I really appreciate it because that vibe goes out into the world. So thank you so much. And when you're ready, feel free to message me, because I can take you from where you are to where you want to be. Hi, Chalise, nice to see you. So Jennifer, they're calling out and asking me oh, Jennifer, this one's for you. So the Sun, Major Arcana. This says if there is anything that you've been troubled about, then it's really good for you to know way down deep that you are taken care of, and that this is the everything is going to be all right card. And so into your consciousness, take in that. Oh, uh, just so you're just supposed to start singing everything is gonna be all right. So, and that's a Bob Marley song, so find that one and play it, because those worries. So let me give you a tip about something that just came through the other day, that fear is just drama. Okay, so just sit with that for a moment and see if you can take that in. Fear is just drama. And as two-leggeds, we're addicted to drama. I mean, look at the news, look at life, look at the programs that people watch on TV. It's all about catastrophe and drama. That is an addiction. You are absolutely positively uphill climb to overcome that, but you can transcend it. So here's the thing that says, hi Jeff. So Jennifer, all of that information that just came was well, it's for everyone, but it's also for you because you drew it in. So so this thing that you are struggling with, just know that it's part of the process. You can even think fear is just drama, right on. And it's an addiction. So instead of thinking that we're going to get over the addiction, here's fear, right? Okay, no, I'm going to turn it the other way. All right, so here's fear. I cannot get over this. I don't matter what I do, how good I am, how many mantras I say, how many, well, I don't know about the lifetimes, but anyway. So when you try to get through it, transform it, change it, but just transcend it. Let's do that. That's actually in the course that I am creating, where we come and we know how to transcend that. So wow, Jennifer, you spurred quite a lot there. This is really lovely. So we all get to take this into our hearts and know that, Jennifer, for you, it's a process, and you can begin to think about an hourglass, And actually, I'm going to tell you, Anita and I were journeying earlier today, and I'm sure she'll be happy for me to share this. She went through a constriction in her journey, and on the other side was openness, and it was tropics, and there were monkeys swinging. And we were asking stuff about, the next step in a shaman weaver. And so that's the next step. Go through the constriction and come out the other side. Oh, thank you for the love. And know that it's really about doing it playfully and doing it with fun and humor. The way that we're going to maneuver through life and is, let's make it as playful as possible, as growthful as possible, and yeah, be monkeys. Why not? Hey, Chili, hi. You just popped right up. So let me pop you up a card. Wow, another major arcana. So what I'm noticing this evening with the two so far, Jennifer, you are so welcome. I know, isn't it wonderful? So let me just tell you what a blessing this is, because Spirit has information for you, and it's just through you showing up, and then you showing up and saying something like, okay, so how do I study with you? How do I work with you? That Spirit can give this information to you. So, if you're like what you're receiving, reach out and let's see how you can get some more. So, Chile, the world, this is beyond the everything's going to be all right. This is the last card in whatever journey you're on at the moment or did start on. So earlier today, I started the hero's journey, the major arcana. I'm doing an 8-week teaching on that. And we began the hero's journey today. Well, the hero's journey begins with the Fool and ends with the world. So actually, whatever it is that you've been working on and through, you can look for it coming to fruition. Not necessarily an end, because things just spiral in and then they spiral back out again. So this one is complete. And so there will, because life is a process, right? We just keep on for the next journey and look to see what's happening next, And if you think back to a couple of 3-4 years ago, could you have imagined the life that you have right now? And if you do, awesome, good envisioning. And if you couldn't, then begin to envision that, because this is what's being called out to you, and actually to all of us. So this thing that has come to an end will also open up a new doorway. And the Fool begins in innocence. So this place of completion is one where you get to open the door. I think it's what's actually going to happen is you're going to start reflecting back to what really inspired you, what got you fired up, what got you out of bed in the morning, and what kept you out of bed. And you're going, and while you do this, it's going to because this is the void. You're stepping into the void now. So what's going to come out the other side? And that reflection back, well, there'll be a passion back there that you may have thought you were not done with, but you just couldn't imagine how to bring it to the world. And so whatever it is, you're going to go back and have a look at it and bring that forth. And you know what? I would love to know what that is and how that works out. So you can let me know about that. It's so yeah. Janez, hi, nice to see you. So let me just pull a card for you. Oh, you got two. So this is how they came. And they're swords and pentacles. So I'm going to start with the reversal first. And Swords are thoughts and ideas. Sixes are harmony and balance. Oh, thank you for the sweetness. What it's saying here is that you're you're dismantling some thoughts and ideas. They're kind of stuck, and you actually thought that you might be as stuck as they are. But what, as it turns out, when the six is reversed, then you have, okay, I can be done with that. And this is really a place where all of us are right now. We're all of us looking at, oh, really? Is that the way I think about that? How do I think about that? And so as we reassess and reevaluate back, we begin to pull these thoughts out because they're not serving us anymore. They might have served us 10 years ago, and maybe even 10 days ago, or maybe even 10 hours ago, but they're not serving anymore. So this is you dismantling something, a thought process. Yeah, it's not it's not a, well, it is a physical world thing, because here's the Queen of Pentacles. So this dismantling of this thought process, and the reason I was going to say it's not a physical thing, I mean, it's not like you go out and take down your fence or something like that. It's a mental realm which affects how you value yourself as the queen of your resources. So, and the thing about the Queen of Pentacles is she's a little fixated on the physical world. She's got love going on down here, but it's like she's here and she's so focused on this, even though she's sitting on the love, she might be ignoring it. So, so as you ditch some of these ideas and allow other ones to come. Now, there can be a spaciousness in there, and I invite people who are going through this, if you're looking at your old beliefs and they are not serving you, and they're not serving you if you don't have everything you want. So if you don't have everything you want, then there's some beliefs that are holding you back. And so it's a wonderful idea to get out there, to look at them. What are my beliefs about whatever you want? You know, I always use the car thing because it's safe. So, you know, I talk about my dad telling me to drive it off the lot, it loses value, blah, blah, blah. So, but what is it for you? What is it? What is a belief about whatever it is that you don't have? Doesn't matter whether it's money, love, property, respect. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever you feel like you're lacking, okay? This will put you into an interesting frame, because when you believe you're lacking, well, guess what? You are. And the universe goes, oh, you're in lack? Right on. We'll bring you some more of that. So if you notice yourself being in a place of, oh, I'm in lack, find 3 places that you aren't. You know, whether it's, I mean, even honestly, even if, oh yeah, okay, one place, I'm in debt. Well, okay, that's an abundance. And when you start to look at it like that, it shifts the energy. So, back to here, Janesse. Here we have dismantling of the old ideas, letting them fall away. And there will be, it feels like it might be emotional, because over here, up here, wrong one, up here, we have turbulence in the mind. So you might find yourself feeling a little distraught, or maybe even cry. Just let it happen, because when we're too attached to something, it doesn't allow us for any freedom. And I believe, well, so I believe that we're here to live in bliss, and anything else is BS. Now, you're not, maybe not, look at, there's bliss over there. if you're not always in bliss, well, yeah, that's groovy. There's going to be unblissful time. But the majority of the time, 90% of your life ought to be in bliss. And if it isn't, then you're in the wrong place. Or no, that's a dichotomy, and I'm not interested in those anymore. So here we go. They're not in the place where you're being served best, nor are you in the place where you can serve best. So if you are not jumping out of bed in the morning, being excited about your day, you might find that you might need to move a little. So whatever that means. But, join Enlightened Spiritual Warriors. I teach there once a week. So, hop on over there and get some learning. So, all right, Chalise, let me just grab one for you. Justice. So in the olden days, it used to be that what would happen was two people would have a problem, and actually they would take it in front of the shaman, actually, in the very, very beginning, because out of shamanism came all of the careers: attorneys, doctors, dentists. I mean, the whole Megillah, healers, all came from being the shaman. Because the tribe went to them. So they would come to the shaman, and the shaman would listen to this story here. Just listen. And then the shaman would listen to that story there. Just listen. And then justice meant it is just for you, and it is just also for you. There was balance. That's why there's the scale right there. It's supposed to be in balance. It's not in balance anymore. And then from that place of balance, of yes, I heard you, and yes, I heard you, and here is what we're going to do, because it's best for the community, it's best for the tribe. Now, we've had a breakdown of that. So how this all translates to something, thank you, to being something important for you, is that apparently you have a big idea, because look, it's right here. It's off the entire card, and it's a number 11. So number 11s reduced down to 2. 2s are about relationships, which was, I believe, that's all that we have. It's all that we have is relationships. Everything else falls away. Hair and teeth and clothes and whole Megillah, but relationships stay. So in this, what it's talking about is a big idea. Your big idea in bringing it into balance is going to require that you cut away some extraneous thoughts and ideas that are kind of pouring over the edge of both of those, whatever those dishes are in the scale. It's also speaking to Libra energy. So I don't quite know what that means for you. Libra is partnership, and October, September, what else do I know? Well, wait a minute. I don't, hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's something about a flow and dolphins and October. So and that's Shalice Kim for you. So I don't know what all that means, but this is about you taking this big idea, cutting away all of the other extraneous ideas, the ones that aren't, they're too small. Go for the big one. All right, there you go. All right. Just let me tap in for a second. Oh, you're welcome. Teresa Woods, hi. Thank you for popping on. Okay, so they got me to get a whole bunch of cards, and now out of these, I'm narrowing it down for you. So let me see. Okay, got it. Okay, So, um, hmm. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Susan. Oh, Chalice, you're so welcome. So, Teresa, someone's offering you something, but you're, it's not so much that you're feeling content, because sometimes this can be the pose of contentment, but it doesn't feel like that. And cups are emotions. So this is an emotional gift that you're being given, but it comes with something, it comes with something that feels a little like barbed wire. I don't know why that is. Let me just tap in for a second. Um, this position that you've got right at this moment of being crossed arms and being kind of skeptical is actually very valuable. So the way that you can use where you are and the stance that you've got is look at, what am I going to learn from this? Okay, I'm not willing to take it right now, but what can I learn while I'm right here? And um, and you're actually discerning, ought I to take this, or should I just back up and not? So where you are with this card is a perfect place to be. Go a little deeper and look at what lesson is being brought, emotional lesson, what's being brought forward, and how can you heal from this? So there you go. Wow, that was lovely. Thank you. All right. Susan, how are you? Nice to see you. Let me just grab you a little card. Oh, there it is popping out the side. Some indecision going on there. Um, So I'll tell you what I normally say. I normally say, it's time for you to just choose one. But this doesn't seem appropriate right now. It feels to me like, oh, okay. Here's what they're saying. You need to choose the number one, which was going to require, because there's indecision, you sitting down and writing down my number one and all the way through seven. And then number one is going to be the one. That will put you into action, which will lift your vibration, lift your energy, and you'll feel um, you'll feel kind of like this. You've lifted off this big old cloud and you put it out there, put it over there, take a breath, and it's like, wow, I can see again. So yeah, this is going to be really relieving for you. So beautiful. Love to know how that turns out. Okay. Heidi, how are you? Nice to see you. So I was just scrolling along, and it did this thing where it said invite friends. So yes, by all means, invite your friends, have them hop over, and that would be beautiful. So Heidi, wands are passion and fire and drive, and it's halfway through this journey through the wands and spirituality, connection to the divine. So we begin the journey and we go along, and then we come to the four, which says, oh, I'm got a happy home, which is the body, the temple. And then we come to the five, where how do you use all of that information? Thanks for the love, loving you back. So how you use all of that information that you gather, because you've stabilized, you've come to a place where, whether it's your own physical body or whether it's in your home or your environment or your psyche, okay, now I'm stable. How do I use the resources now? How do I get them in alignment with me? I'm halfway there. And I got to tell you that this is an important card, because the next card is victory. So this is a wonderful card for all of us to take into our psyche right now. There's a lot of us looking forward to the future and going, oh, what am I going to be doing? And entrepreneurship is number one. So you're going to hear me talk about this because, I've been doing this for 22 years in August. So how awesome is that? So you're halfway there. Gather your resources, figure out what they are and who they are, and then start bossing them around. And what I mean by this is that your guides, your angels, your helpers, they all need your direction. They cannot butt in. They're not us. They don't just run around giving free advice, and unsolicited as well. So you've got to ask them. And the way that you start is you go, guides and allies, this is Shiela. And you use your own vibration. And then you ask them, will you help me with this? And then you wait, and you'll get some kind of a sign. The lights will dim, you'll see a bird. These are all synchronicities that say you're on the right track. So this lesson that you're learning here, which will result in victory, it has no choice. It goes to the 6. So you can learn it quick by going, okay, I need you to do this, and I need you to do this, and I need you to do that. So beautiful for you to bring this forward for everyone. Heidi, that's very sweet. Thank you very much. So, all right. So just tap in for a moment. And what I want you to imagine, thank you for the love. What I want you to imagine is that the spiritual gifts that you have, because if you're showing up here to see my spiritual gifts, it's because you resonate and you already know that you've got them. So it's our time to step forward as the leaders, to shine more light, to bring the healing. And the way that I believe we're going to do it is we're going to get fired up. And we're going to bring our gifts out to the world. And I want to help you do that. So this is a perfect spot to come to check me out, to check you out. When you hear the reading, when you see the cards, see if you get the same thing. I mean, that's a beautiful thing for you to do, is see if you get the same thing. And because we're all skilled, we're all talented, and we all have unique gifts. And who else but you is going to bring yours forward? So thank you very much. Namaste. Bliss. Love you. See you. Bye.